that brought you to who you are today, even though 5 minutes ago it may not have been, because you were a different person then. Make sense?
Yes, a little bit. I know right now I feel like I'm constantly changing and transforming.
Well, you are. But you see, you all are. You're constantly changing.
Yes.
What is happening is you are finally becoming consciously aware of the fact that you're constantly changing. Because you actually shift through billions, literally billions of parallel reality versions of yourself every second. You're becoming aware of the fact that you're doing that. And therefore you feel like you're accelerating. Even though you're always going at the same rate, becoming aware of the rate you've been going at makes it feel like you're accelerating. But the rate never changes. But your awareness of it does. Make sense?
Yes.
All right.
And how best can you prepare yourself and your body through this rapid states of
Are you aware of the formula that we share with everyone?
No.
All right. Are you paying attention?
Yes.
All right. Before we give it to you, please understand that what we're about to say is literally a description of how reality works. Literally an instruction manual. It's not a philosophy. It's not a bunch of abstract concepts. This is literally a description of how reality physically works. All right?
Okay.
So, every moment you act on whatever contains your highest passion or more excitement than any other option, no matter what level it's on. As long as it contains more excitement, more attractiveness, more curiosity, more passion than any other option, no matter what that is, act on that first, to the best you can, taking it as far as you can, until you can take it no further. Then do it again with the next options that present themselves to you, whatever they may be. And you keep doing that every moment with absolutely, and I mean absolutely zero assumption or insistence on what the outcome ought to be of the actions that you're taking, how it should look, where you should wind up, what it's supposed to get you. No insistence, no assumption of what the outcome should look like. You can have a picture that represents the idea of an ideal outcome, but you can't insist on it because you don't actually know if that is really the best outcome. But your higher mind does know what the best outcome is. So drop the insistence on the picture after the picture has gotten you excited about an ideal outcome and let the true ideal outcome come. And then no matter what manifests, even if it's something that you objectively and neutrally don't prefer, not a value judgment, just recognizing it's not vibrationally compatible with you, it's not what you prefer in life, but even if that's what manifests, you remain in a positive state because you know that the only reason it would manifest is because it's there to serve you for some reason. And if you stay in a positive state, you will be able to use it in a positive way and get a positive benefit from it, no matter how it was originated, no matter what anyone else's experience with it is, no matter what anyone else's opinion about it is, you will get a positive outcome by staying in a positive state, even if what manifests is something you objectively don't prefer. If nothing else, something manifesting that you don't prefer gives you more clarity by comparison of what you do prefer, and that is a preferable way to use what you don't prefer. And that's the whole formula. You act on your passion to the best you can with no insistence on the outcome, and you remain in a positive state no matter what manifests. That formula activates all the principles in the kit, in the toolkit of passion. It becomes the driving engine of your life, moving you through life with energy. It becomes the guiding principle and the organizing principle of synchronicity, bringing everything to you in exactly perfect timing that you need. It becomes the path of least resistance, allowing you to experience your life more effortlessly. It becomes the path that connects you to all relevant expressions of your excitement in life. It becomes the path that supports you by whatever form of abundance and support you need at any given moment to allow you to continue to act on your highest excitement. And it contains the reflective mirror that shows and reveals to you whatever belief systems you may be holding on to that are out of alignment with your excitement, so that you can examine them, see that they make no sense to hold on to, let them go, and add that energy to the momentum of your excitement in life. And therefore, suddenly discovering something that is out of alignment with your excitement while you're acting on your excitement is part of your excitement. not an interruption in it or an obstacle to it. That's the entire instruction manual, in a nutshell, as you say, on Earth. We can and have spent years delving into the details of each of those instructions so that it becomes clearer and clearer and clearer to all of you. But there are no more instructions in the instruction manual, and it is absolutely no different than handing you an instruction manual as to how to operate a piece of machinery on your planet. If you follow the instructions, the machine will work to your benefit as advertised, as designed. The machine may still work, but if you don't follow the instructions, you may injure yourself. So just follow the instructions. That's all you have to do. We give you the instruction manual. It's completely reduced and encapsulated as an observation we have experienced for thousands of years of how reality is structured. Here it is on a silver platter. Just open it, follow the instructions, and you'll be fine. Guaranteed, because it's not our guarantee. It's the guarantee of the nature of existence, because that's what we're describing to you. We're actually just literally describing to you what we see as the structure of existence from our evolutionary experience. Is this helping?
Yes. As you were speaking, I just felt so much vibration.
Yes.
In my root, in my sacral chakra.
We are
like kept moving, like
always giving off our frequency through the channel's electromagnetic field, but what you're feeling is your own energy attempting to match that frequency and feeling your own energy rising up.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you for that transmission.
You are very welcome. Anything else? Or do you feel you have what you need at the moment to absorb?
I have what I need.
All right.
And I just have another question around dragons.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about dragons? That's my last question.
Well, as we said, there are different ways to interpret the idea of the concept you call a dragon.
Okay.
Now, it is over time recognized that there are certain interdimensional beings that sometimes interact with your reality. And as we said earlier, have to draw certain symbols from your archetypal storehouse in order for them to have any kind of an appearance in your reality. The idea of the beings that you recognize as dragons symbolically are representative of very powerful ancient wisdom of the cosmos. And therefore, that's how they represent themselves in your reality, in your stories of yourself. So they are interdimensional beings that are taking on the clothing and the appearance of these kinds of beings you call dragons to represent themselves and communicate with you in your reality.
Cool. Thank you.
And sometimes they can be hot too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
This is the voice of Rayon, a representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command speaking to you. For many years you have seen us as lights in the skies. We speak to you now in peace and wisdom, as we have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth. We come to warn you of the destiny of your race and your world so that you may communicate to your fellow beings the course you must take to avoid the disasters which threaten your world and the beings on our worlds around you. This is in order that you may share in the Great Awakening as the planet passes into the new age of Aquarius. The new age can be a time of great peace and evolution for your race, but only if your rulers are made aware of the evil forces that can overshadow their judgments. Be still now and listen, for your chance may not come again. All your weapons of evil must be removed. The time for conflict is now past, and the race of which you are a part may proceed to the higher stages of its evolution if you show yourselves worthy to do this. You have but a short time to learn to live together in peace and goodwill. Small groups all over the planet are learning this, and exist to pass on the light of the dawning new age to you all. You are free to accept or reject their teachings, but only those who learn to live in peace will pass to the higher realms of spiritual evolution. Hear now the voice of Rilon, a representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command speaking to you. Be aware also that there are many false prophets and guides operating in your world. They will suck your energy from you, the energy you call money, and will put it to evil ends, giving you worthless dross in return. Your inner divine self will protect you from this. You must learn to be sensitive to the voice within that can tell you what is truth and what is confusion, chaos, and untruth. Learn to listen to the voice of truth which is within you, and you will lead yourselves onto the path of evolution. This is our message to our dear friends. We have watched you growing for many years, as you too have watched our lights in your skies. You know now that we are here, and that there are more beings on and around your Earth than your scientists admit.